Hey, what's going on, guys? Shane here. I've been getting a lot of questions asking about stretching and flexibility for high kicks, so I'm going to share with you my exact routine that I do every single day. Now, I have an alarm that goes off on my phone at 5 p.m. every day, and it just says stretch. So I'll drop whatever I'm doing, as long as I'm not driving, and do the following stretches. Let's take a look at the first one. Boom, 5 o'clock rolls around, I'm sitting at my computer desk editing Fight Tips videos. My body is cold, so I need to warm up before I do my static holding stretches. So I stand up, first thing I do is just 25 calf raises. Starting from the bottom up, bust these out real quick, start to warm up the bottom half of the legs. Once I hit 25, then I widen up my stance to about shoulder width distance apart, and then I just do 25 squats, dropping all the way down past the 90-degree bend in your knees, back up, make sure the hips come forward at the top. 25 of those, then I go into side lunges. So I widen up the stance even more, toes facing out. Then we're gonna drop all the way down and try to keep your hips low when you do this and go across to the other side. Sometimes I'll work the leg muscles and come up and over. Other times I'll stay nice and low and really just try to open up the hips. All right, from here I go with a forward fold. So I keep the legs straight and I'm gonna dip the body forward, curling the back and putting the pressure in the balls of my toes. I can bend my knees at first. I usually have to in the first couple of rounds before my legs are warmed up, and then I'll just let my body do the work. My upper body hangs, and I get the stretch in my lower back and my hamstring. From here, I do a half lift, keep the back straight, fingertips at the shins, and then I'll come back down. I'll do that for 5 sets, and then from there, I actually go into shadow boxing. So I want to get a full body warm up in. I want to make sure that I get the heart rate up so that the muscles are nice and warm. So I'll go right into shadow boxing, nice and light at first. Nothing too high with my kicks, just trying to limber up the hips, the shoulders, the core, the lower back. Once I hit a minute of that, then I'm ready to go usually into my static stretches. Now each person is different, so listen to your body. If you don't feel like you're warm enough yet to go into holding stretches, then you're gonna wanna warm up the body a little bit more. You can do jumping jacks, you can go for a jog, something like that. After that, that's when I go into my straddle. Now, I am more flexible than most people, so I can go right into it, but most people usually have to sit down and then widen up and scoot their hips forward. But what I like to do right off the bat, I mean, I can, like I said, if you're a beginner, if you've never done this before, you have to work your way up to this point, but I just like coming all the way down into that straddle, sitting down, and then I just go in each direction for 10 seconds. So I go left, forward, right, usually scoot my hips in a little bit more, try to get a little bit wider, and then I repeat. So 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 10 seconds. From here, I go back to a hamstring stretch. So from the side, just gonna straighten out my legs, and I'm gonna try to bring my chest to my shins or to my knees from here. So you wanna try to not let your knees bend at all. You don't wanna arch your back too much. You more so just wanna try to bring that energy forward while keeping the legs straight. You can reach for the toes or for the shins, and then from here I hold for a minimum of 30 seconds. All right, and then from there I'll go into more of the IT band side stretch here. So what I do is I lift one foot over top of the knee, make sure your toes and knee of the same leg are facing in the same direction, just to keep the knee safe. Now what I'll do is lie on my back, and I'll pull my left leg in, and you'll feel a stretch right along the side of your leg up here. Hold that for 30 seconds, then you'll switch legs, go to the other side, and hold this for 30 seconds. And guys, I gotta tell you, that's basically what I do for my stretches to be able to throw higher kicks. It's either those exact stretches that I showed you right there or some other variation between these. This is really going to help negate the chances of injury and just have more control in your kicks. So from here, I usually go into more stretches if my body feels good. Today, I mean, my legs are a little sore because I had leg day yesterday, so I was lifting weights. My legs are a little beat up, so I can't go as hard as I normally do. That's usually how I base my stretching routines, is based on intensity. So if I feel good to go, then I'll go through that and do another set. Maybe I'll do a little bit more shadow boxing, hit the heavy bag, and then repeat. And I'll notice that I can go much deeper. I'm much more flexible because my body is more warm, so I can challenge myself and go a little bit deeper into those splits. And then from here, I usually go into my kick dexterity drills. I've shared maybe 1 or 2 on Fight Tips before, but these are the kind of things that I tend to save for my seminars. So be sure to follow me on my Instagram at Shane Faison for updates on my upcoming seminars. All right, guys, thanks for watching. So remember, it's all about consistency. Just got to keep at it with these stretches. And remember, you do want to push yourself to a point of discomfort. Obviously, you don't want to injure yourself, so make sure you properly warm up your body before you go into these static holding stretches. Until next time, be sure to subscribe to get the Fight Tips before your opponent does. I'm Shane with Fight Tips for the underdogs.